Hey everyone, Amber from the Vault here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 3. We're gonna go ahead and just jump right back in, so I'll see you back in just a second.
Get empty.
Alright, so here we are. We are down in the Muddy Rudder. Let's go ahead and talk to...
Cause any trouble, you'll have to deal with me.
I don't know where you are. I didn't even hear you. Or see you, I mean.
I'm Belle Bonnie, and this is the Muddy Rudder.
Obviously.
I'll tell you what I tell all the fresh meat. Don't start anything down here, or I'll have Brock kick your ass.
Alright, so, a nice place you have. Let's be nice.
You must be drunk. Are you gonna order or what?
I'm looking for someone named Pinkerton.
What a moron. Always going on about how he started Rivet City. Who gives a crap? Right before he disappeared, he was going on about some newfangled contraption he was sure was in the broken bow of the ship.
Wait. Alright, so heard any good stories?
Go talk to Vera if you want gossip. I don't talk bad about folks.
I just asked you to... Alright, history.
History? What, not enough shit around here already? You need to dig up more? Don't know if it ever had an official start. It's just been here forever. Stuck in the river and full of assholes.
Oh boy. I guess let's try it. I bet someone like you hears a lot of stories. Can't you share one?
No, I can't fucking well share one. What sort of moron are you? But fine. If it'll get you out of my face, go down to Pinkerton's shed in the broken off bow of the ship. If he decides to give you a history lesson, it's no business of mine. Now get the hell out of my bar.
Okay.
What the hell do you want?
I want you to be nice to me, honestly. Let's look at what you have. You have some stim pack. I don't know if I have any to sell. If I've sold everything. I did remember, as I was going to get this, get a... Just don't remember. I want to do that. Ooh, actually, this. Thing is, it doesn't really matter usually. Because...
Thanks. I'll be...
Welcome. So mean. I don't
Had too
get
much,
it.
Trini. Go sleep it off in the back.
Then, so we have the history now.
You aren't my mother, Belle, so fuck off.
Hi, Trini. Hi. Hair's terrible.
Shit. Just what this hole needs. Another woman. Either buy me a drink or take your skanky ass somewhere else.
Alright, 5 caps.
I guess you're okay. Thanks for the drink.
Alright, could I ask you about Rivet City's history?
Can't help you with the history, honey.
Well, fine, I better leave it.
Don't let me stop you.
Well, I wasn't planning on it. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up Pip-Boy. I think what we should probably do is go ahead and go back and talk to Moira, and then I think we need to deal with the other half of the ship. Oops, wrong. Deal with the other half of the bow. That's actually not what I wanted.
Yes, that's locked.
Yep, it's locked. I didn't touch it. Shut up, everybody leave me alone.
Hey,
I
sister.
didn't see you sit
How
there.
about that drink?
Sister.
money?
Not happening, Trini. I already paid that debt. Go find someone else to hit up. You don't look so tough.
I literally
They call me
just
sister.
gave her a drink.
Don't ask.
I want to ask.
Are you making fun of my name?
Yes.
It's a damn good thing for you this place is crawling with security. Otherwise, I'd kick your ass.
Or you... Okay.
You're bothering me. You don't want to bother me.
Want to bother you. What the history?
Do I look like someone who cares?
No. Got things to do.
So do I.
Alright, let's see. We know I'm gonna be detected. My dog is a growling. He's not a fan of me lately, please. I don't know what's going on.
Yes?
with him. Hey, how you doing, Brock?
Don't tell me your problems.
I was just trying to share with some. Bathroom, can we... Bathrooms. Nope. Alas, there is nothing to take. Fine. Don't need all those bottles. And wait, what's up?
Scanning, sir.
Alright. Sorry, I've got some puppy problems. I don't know what is going on with right now. He is a little frustrated, I bet, because he had to go.
Don't even think of
And
breaking
sure.
into that.
And he's back from... You and my... Okay, let's go into the science lab. We might as well. Let's talk to Dr. Lee. Okay. Thoughts on you? Oh, well, I guess we'll talk
I'm
to you.
Janice Kaplinski, chief botanist. What do you need?
Dr. Lee. I'm looking for my father. Have you seen him?
I did see a man talking to Dr. Lee, but I really shouldn't be discussing it. She's already in a bad mood. I'd hate to make it worse. You should probably just talk to her about it.
I will. What about the history of Rivet City?
If it hasn't got to do with the science quarters, I'm probably not the one to ask. And Dr. Lee's so busy, you really shouldn't disturb her work. So long.
Go looking for. There's some good stuff in here. Steel. Okay. Finder.
Yes. But Dr. Lee...
Dr. Lee is trying to save lives, and your constant interruptions are interfering with those efforts. Now please, stand aside.
I'm sure the good doctor's work with water purification is fascinating. But if you only knew what was at stake. The technology in that android...
What's at stake? You won't tell me what's at stake. Vagaries and secrecy. A robot's a robot, Zimmer, no matter how shiny the paint job. Now, please.
Ignorance and facetiousness. That's all you people are good for. Shiny paint job indeed. You can't even imagine the Commonwealth's accomplishments.
You know, if you're so smart, maybe you could help us, But no, that never even crossed your mind. Go peddle your selfishness somewhere else.
Fine, but I'm not leaving. Not until I've spoken to Dr. Lee. I'll be here when she's ready to abandon her chemistry set and talk real science.
Suit yourself.
All right, Doctor.
You there. What are you, some kind of lab assistant? No, you look a bit more weathered. Are you by any chance for hire?
It depends. What are we talking about?
To the point. I like that. Well, as it turns out, I've misplaced some very sensitive property. How do I put this in a way you'll understand? All you know of robots are those buckets of bolts, those Mr. Handshakers and whatnot. Well, that's not all a robot can be. You see, in the Commonwealth, we've made artificial persons, synthetic humanoids, programmed to think and feel and do whatever we need. And occasionally, they get confused and wander off.
Used? Okay. Sounds like slavery to me. Are you sure they don't wander off on purpose? I am getting mad. Especially knowing where this goes in Fallout 4.
Nonsense! This is a machine we're talking about. Can you enslave a generator or a water purifier? Of course not. The same principle applies. But let's get back to your mission. You are to find this missing android. I've tracked him to somewhere here in the capital wasteland. He must have done something drastic, like facial surgery and a mind wipe, or else I would have found him by now. It will be no easy task. He may not even realize he's an android. Don't upset him by talking with him. Just come get me immediately. I'll handle it.
Right, so let's see. I'm not sure how it is up north, but around here we get paid for our work. I'll be compensated for my services.
Of course. I have at my disposal advanced technology from the Commonwealth. I'd be willing to share some of it with you. Just think, you'll be the envy of all your friends.
Friends? Right, he's dead.
What? Let me see that. This is a neuroservo. Unique to the A321. And you say you got this from his corpse? I suppose there's no other way you could have obtained it. Well, damn it. I was afraid this would happen. Out here in this wasteland. Well, here's 50 caps for your troubles. Try to buy yourself an education out here in this hell. Good day.
Evening.
So glad that's over.
Close enough. Keep your hands where I can see them.
So glad that's over. All right, Anna.
Hey there.
Here. I'm looking for my...
Look, some of us are trying to get work done here. There have been enough disruptions recently. Anybody coming through here would have to talk to Dr. Lee. Why don't you go bother her about it?
saved you from, you know, Hans Zimmer.
She's certainly head and shoulders above most everyone else around here. Though, that's not saying much.
Alright, can I get a drink around here? I don't really care about that. Alright, I have to go now.
See you.
Fine. Okay, well, I guess technically he's a scientist. Still.
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him. You're James's daughter, aren't you? What are you doing here?
Okay, really, Dr. Lee? What the hell do you think I'm doing here? Alright, where's my father? Tell me.
Calm down. Calm down! What are you doing here? James said you were still in the vault. Look, this is all terribly irrational. Your father just shows up here as if nothing happened. He walked out on us. I know he had his reasons. I know it was to protect you, but still. Project Purity was our life. It was the only thing that mattered, and then he just gave up. He abandoned us, and we were forced to move on. I've already told him that it's over. There's no going back. Project Purity was a failure, and he needs to move on.
I want to find my daddy.
You mean you haven't? I assumed he sent you here. For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there.
This isn't about me, this is about my daddy.
Your father is no longer here, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't use that tone with me. Your father insisted that we return to work on Project Purity. I tried telling him too much time has passed. There's no way it would work. Predictably, he refused to listen to me. He says he can prove it will work and headed off to the old lab. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to tell you.
You can tell me where the old lab is.
It's in the old Jefferson Memorial Building, northwest of here. Please, don't go after him. It was foolish of him to even think about going there alone.
I don't understand my daddy. Can you find me? Can you tell me more about my parents?
I suppose so. I worked with them for several years until your mother died, and your father decided it was time to leave. What else do you want to know?
I guess what was he like?
James? He was very driven, determined to change the world. Well, we all were back then, I suppose. He was focused on two things, really. Making Project Purity work, and your mother. When she died, I think he gave up. I know he wanted to keep you safe, but I think part of what he did was run away. But it seems that he never really was able to get over the idea. I'm frankly shocked that he waited all this time, and wants to try again. Yes, your mother was... well, she was a good woman. A very dedicated scientist. Your father loved her very much. It was a shame that she died. She had been excited to meet you.
I did.
Complications from childbirth. None of us were expecting it. We weren't as prepared as we could have been. You have to understand, we were struggling with scavenged, derelict equipment. We did everything we could.
Sorry, I was moving my mouse around. I understand you weren't prepared. My mother dead. I'm gonna say I understand you did everything you could.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry it wasn't enough. Okay.
Is there any way you can help me out?
Look, I don't want to be harsh, but I have problems of my own. I don't have the resources to support James's foolish endeavors, or you're chasing after him. I'm sorry.
Isn't there anything to help?
I'm sorry, I'm not in a position to help you.
Okay, thanks.
You understand, I have enough to worry about already.
I'm debating. Here's why. If I was playing it on my own, I would definitely be honest with you. But because I know that there's more to this story, just like I know there's more to the Zimmer story, I just decided not to. You can still find out like all the android stuff, and if you don't go into that whole part. Yeah, anyway, sorry. Okay, I know there's more to the Zimmer story, like you can find out who the android is, which you... Or I'm not going to tell you because there might be somebody watching this for the first time. But we can find out who the android is and do all that stuff without Zimmer being down, like breathing down our necks. This one, though, I think that it's nice to have this kind of I am going to reload and we are going to redo this. And the reason why is because if you think about it, you're watching this for the very first time. She was about to say, so let's go back. Let's see, help me out.
Look, I don't want to be...
Let's try it again.
I suppose I can spare a few stim packs. It's not much, but it might make things easier for you.
All right, that's all she's gonna give us, man. All right, I guess at least we got some free stim packs out of it. That's not too bad. All right, let me go ahead and skip through these real quick. I like to sometimes go back and do them again, kind of like when I went through and did the different options, the dialogue for the Super Mutants in Germantown. I actually like having more of that stuff.
What?
Like in gameplay.
I'm not sure what there is to tell. Your father and I, we worked together for a long time. I think we were really on to something. But then there were complications. The project was abandoned and your father disappeared. I returned here to Rivet City and established the lab you see before you now.
Just tell me, just say, the complications were me.
Project Purity, we called it. What do you want to know?
Right.
It was simple, really. Fresh, clean water for everyone. Such a simple idea, and yet so impossible to realize. The plan was to build a facility that could purify all the water in the tidal basin at once. No radiation, no muck, just clear water. It just turned out to be more difficult than we anticipated. We had the basic principles down, we understood most of the science behind it, but the radiation in the area is so pervasive. Small-scale tests were fine, but anytime we tried to test the process on a larger scale, it was just... too much. Maybe if we'd had more time, or better equipment.
For access to... I get access later in the game?
You happened. It wasn't just you. We had more problems than we could handle already, but your birth is what finally pushed it over the edge. Your father decided that you were more important than everything we'd been working for, and he left. He left all of us. Once he was gone, the Brotherhood decided we weren't worth their time anymore. Without their protection, we had to abandon the Purifier.
Right, what is this lab? What are you doing?
This is the Rivet City Science Lab. It's taken many long years to put together, but we've done well for ourselves. Our work on portable fusion power and hydroponics are coming along quite nicely, if not quite according to schedule.
Let's ask about Pinkerton.
That idiot? He left so long ago, most folk don't even remember him. He claimed to have found a secret stash of technology somewhere in the ship. Then he just disappeared.
What kind of place is this?
Rivet City is one of the few bastions of civilization left in the land. We're working to rebuild our society, to make the world livable again.
History!
I could tell you all about the science lab, but even though I was here near the start, I can't really help with the details of how it all worked out. It all seems like a lifetime ago. I'm afraid I've had a lot of things on my mind since those early days.
Alright. That's it, yeah.
Good luck finding your father.
Find your...
Doctor...
Look, Dr. Zimmer, we've been
Now here's the
told
thing. Some people don't like Dr. Lee.
This lab is dedicated.